In a world that is constantly moving fast, time becomes an illusion that often outweighs feelings. As if only yesterday he stood on the stage, sweeping away the sea of light with a hypnotic voice and gaze. But now, in a beat that was almost like a whisper, that time was coming to an end. Jungkook, the golden magne of BTS, is just counting down the days to return from his mandatory military service. And although the calendar is the quietest witness, the world seems to be preparing for the coming emotional storm. For more than a year, Jungkook's figure incarnated a shadow that lingered in the hearts of millions of his fans. No grand stage, no loud laughter during V-Live, and no midnight surprise with a new song. But the void is never completely empty. Jungkook still feels it. Through memories, songs that are played repeatedly, to small news about his military activities that occasionally stick out through the media. Every piece of news was like an oasis for the army waiting. Awaits not only an idol, but also a figure who has become a part of their lives, and now, that day is almost here. The day when his name is no longer associated with a military uniform, but is again spoken with the light of a spotlight, a microphone, and the roar of his fans who have been waiting for a long time. The atmosphere around the fandom has never been this frantic since BTS announced a gradual hiatus of group activities to undergo military service. But something is different when it comes to Jungkook. Not just because he's mean. Not only because of the explosive talent in all areas singing, dancing, drawing, creating songs. But because he became a symbol of time travel itself. From an innocent teenager who debuted at the age of 15, to a grown man who is now back as someone forged by discipline, resilience, and loneliness, the news of his return led to speculation. Will he return to the studio soon? Will there be a big project from HYBE to welcome him? Or maybe a surprise from BTS as a unit that has not been seen together for a long time? HYBE, as always, kept quiet elegantly. They know, silence this time is more deafening than any announcement. This strategy is like a time bomb. In the world of K-pop, which is full of speed and pressure, silence is a strategy. And for Jungkook, they know, time is the best ally, but the public cannot be silent. South Korean media began to highlight what was referred to as Jungkook's countdown. Even news stations include their approximate dates in their entertainment shows. On SNS, the army makes hashtags like hashtag welcome back Jungkook and hashtag golden magne returns trending almost every week. The international fanbase creates interactive digital calendars, countdowns, and heartfelt tribute videos. The content creators came together to put together a compilation video of Jungkook's best moments during his career, when he laughed, when he cried, when he screamed in rehearsals, and when he silently gazed up at the sky before the concert began. Meanwhile, the other BTS members showed a subtle but warm signal. RM uploaded a photo of a silhouette of a person in the mountains, with a short caption, soon. V is seen listening to Jungkook's solo song in a short video. J-Hope, who is also in the military, once mentioned Jungkook's name in a community message, time is fast, we will all be back soon. Suga, who has been largely silent since enlistment, once interjected via a podcast rebroadcast that he can't wait to see how the world welcomes Jungkook back. That sentence, though mild, created a storm in fandom. The truth is, the world has been waiting. It's not just the army waiting. The industry is waiting. The global media is waiting. Billboard, Rolling Stone, and Variety had inserted articles about how the next global wave will most likely be led by Jungkook. This is not empty rhetoric. Since releasing his solo debut, 7, Jungkook has been regarded as a new force in the global market. His singles broke boundaries. Not only did it top the charts, but it became part of the larger pop culture, heard in cafes, used on TikTok, played in cars along the streets of Los Angeles, Jakarta, and Paris, and now, with his return to the stage, the world is gearing up to see the latest version of the young legend. The final days leading up to Jungkook's return felt like dawn waiting to burst into the morning. The fans gathered, strengthened each other, reminded each other, a little more. Just a matter of days. All over the world, many fan gatherings are being planned. There are those who will hold live streaming tributes, simultaneous music video screenings, and create welcoming billboards in big cities such as New York, Tokyo, and Dubai, but the biggest shock was the plans of the fans in Seoul. In the center of the city, a usually deserted public park has been decorated by thousands of origami golden rabbits, the emblem of Jungkook. On each origami fold, short messages are written in different languages.